All right, I'm live. This is a spontaneous stream. I'm live. I'm live. Give me one second. I'll plug it up. Today is a nice morning. I was gonna go. I'll do it tomorrow. I can't do it all in one day. I was going to go and this particular area. I was gonna go and forage blackberries. But the clothes I have to put on, I don't feel like doing it right now. Them big ass boots and stuff. Snake, snake proof boots. I don't feel like putting that on because I got some other stuff I'm doing. So I'm going to go to a Japanese. I'm gonna go to a Japanese. What you call it? Um, Grocery store all the way across town. All right. Hi, Mama.
What up?
Nothing, nothing. Can you hear me?
You saw me talking shit in your comment section.
Yeah, I saw you talking shit. I saw it 2 minutes later. I said, "Oh, I said she want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Just talk about it." We got differences of opinion. It's
Yeah.
cool. What's up? What you think? What you think? What's your thoughts?
I liked the video when I seen it. I was like, look at Tabitha showing us her skincare. I'm waiting on her to start talking about the products.
Well, that's the thing. I think let me say this because I don't know when people watch the stream or if they watch the stream that they'll understand what we're talking about. There's this particular lady, just for the background information, and she is very talented. She's taken off. She's doing really well. A lot of people are sharing her content. She's being featured in people's content. She's doing really good. And she started out, for the most part, 100% politics. And we have seen several people, many people, saying things in her chat, kind of complaining, uh, sometimes in the comments. And it wasn't necessarily complaints, but they say stuff like, "Is this politics or what?" Because people come to her for politics. When they look at her TikTok, they come to her for politics. That's what is being shared. So when she interjects other things to expand herself, people are a little bit frazzled. Not all, but several. So that's kind of what my commentary was about. And I was saying, I just think the sister should stick to her brand. You got famous off of politics, stick to politics. That's my thoughts. But Queen, you have a thought.
She was still doing politics. She just added stuff to it. Her channel is Tabitha Speaks Politics. So you ain't just come there for politics. You came there for Tabitha. Now, Tabitha want to watch
No,
her face this morning while she talk about the bullshit she saw in the political realm. And if you don't want to see that, then it's other places you can go. TYBA.
well, that's not what it's. That's not my point. Is not that. I mean, anybody can unsubscribe. My point is that you're gonna mess around and you start interjecting all this extra stuff, trying to turn it into a personal look at me blog or vlog rather. A lot of people might not care anything about her per se. They came for her spicy commentary on politics alone. They may not want to see, her new bread maker. You know what I mean?
You don't
You're
watch it.
right, but that's not the point. I'm talking about when I say it's not the point. My point was saying you have a brand, and sometimes you make mistakes while you're doing something because it's your first time. I'm saying, from my understanding, you have to plan your branding. And what she could be doing right now is a mistake that in 6 months she's going to look back at and say, damn, I see where I went wrong. I should have
I
stuck
don't
to
think
what
so.
people knew me for. We don't know until we see it. We don't know. But think
I
about it,
don't.
Queen. People, think about
I
this,
don't
Queen.
think so. Go
Well,
ahead.
think about this. When you were making, have you made mistakes in life?
Of course.
Yes. Okay. When you were making that mistake, were you sure that you were making a mistake?
No,
Exactly. That's
not
what I'm
always.
saying. I didn't know when I was making mistakes. I might immediately realize it if I get, a bad immediate feedback, but sometimes it takes retrospect. It takes saying, how did this go left? I was growing my channel. I was doing so well. And then I started losing. I started, losing momentum. or I wasn't able to quite get to my goals of branding and marketing, or I didn't get on CNN or become a famous, commentator. What happened? Where did I go left? All I'm saying is, I think, in my opinion, I think she's making a mistake. Am I against Get Ready With Me? No. Am I against people taking baths and, doing makeup in a towel? No. But for her, I think it's a mistake. Your thoughts?
I don't think it's a mistake because when I first started watching Tabitha, one of my first thoughts was, I wonder how she do her makeup. I wonder what her skincare routine look like. I'm sure she's gotten these comments from other people, which is
Yeah,
why
she
she
has.
decided
She has. Yeah.
to open it up for that. You got to keep expanding. The people that if this politics was them is assholes, they probably only come over there for a certain type of commentary anyway. They not gonna push her no further than where she already is. This YouTube content creators that become very successful as YouTube content creators do a variety of things. You can start out niche, but that's all you gonna ever be. You gonna be stuck right there, just in that little niche. You got to branch out to the other things for other people are watching you for. I'm sure she didn't just pop up with that garden. I'm pretty sure it's people that's watching her that have gardens. That's another part of her audience. You got to understand it. Then when I go and I look at her channel, she has these things separated. So if you only coming over there for politics, then just look at the politics.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I see what you're saying because I have looked at her lip glosses. I ain't gonna lie. You know,
Hmm.
for her to be a older woman, she got baby skin. So I have
Hmm.
looked at her. I hope that's not makeup. I hope that's not makeup. I'm hoping that's her real skin. I never thought about makeup, but I was
I
assuming
mean, when I
skincare as
looked
well,
at that
like
video,
excellent skin.
it looked like her skin. It looked like she was putting a serum on. So you wouldn't put no serum on top of makeup. I think that's her face.
That's okay, yeah. So that's her skin. So I always thought she had good skin. And like me, she just wears eyeliner and lipstick. So that we have in common. So I have thought about her skincare and I have thought about her lip glosses. I have. And I guess I always compartmentalize in my mind. That's not my business. So don't ask, don't worry about it. Just focus on what she's saying. That's my compartmentalized mind. So I do see what you're saying. She probably has had people ask questions and stuff like that. And I guess it's up to you to say whether you want to make that content or do you just want to
Yeah,
answer the person's question and move on. But my
because
thing is this, Queen. My thing is this, Queen. Do you think that maybe it would be better so that she can still grow her political self and what people want from her and make it real crystal clear? Do you think it'll be better? Because this is a compromise in my mind. Why doesn't she just create a lifestyle channel, Tabitha Lives? You know what I'm saying? And let that be something separate. Or Tabitha's lovely lifestyle or something like that. What do you think?
and she probably could, but managing multiple channels is very difficult.
Girl, the way she's growing, she need to just hire somebody, I think. I'm my guess. I don't know. She got a lot going on. She's not on just one platform either. And that's the thing I was gonna
Right.
say. I'm looking at Tabitha. See, this is the same thing that happened with Jasmine Crockett. I'm looking at Jasmine Crockett like, no, she's got potential to be leadership. She could be leading the Democratic Party. And a lot of people just want her to stay in Texas and run her mouth. I have higher ambitions for people in my mind. I'm nobody, but I'm just saying the potential I see for people be real high. I see Tabitha, if she plays her cards right, having millions of subscribers. She's a black woman, a new, fresh voice. Independent media is the thing. It's the shit now. Nobody gives a fuck about, mainstream media anymore. They go to people like Tabitha to get their news. I know I do. And I like her in politics. I really do. I don't always agree with her, but I love what she's doing. She's smart and she's on top of it and she's consistent. But when she started interjecting all this other shit, I'm like, man, come on. And when I saw other fans saying the same thing, I was like, maybe everybody's got a point. Maybe people got a point. Keep that separate. Let us just have your politics. That's what we came for, you know?
Then go to the politics playlist.
Well, it's like, it doesn't work like that. And now, if she did, if YouTube would, I don't know how other platforms work that she's on. She's on Twitter. She's on a lot of stuff.
She on TikTok. She everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. She got a lot she's already, doing across platforms, but I'm seeing her as beyond that. I'm seeing her as a brand ambassador. I'm seeing her as somebody who can make money off of advertising. I'm looking at her from a business marketing perspective. And I just hate to see her do certain stuff that I think is going to make people quick cringe. And it's going to keep her out of contracts or potential opportunity. And that naked thing she did the other day, if I was a branding marketing scout and I was looking for big brands and I was like, we need to find some social media influencers of color, which are in high demand because black people sell shit well. I would look at that naked towel thing. It was like a sexual tease. Some people can
No,
read
it
it that
wasn't.
way. Some people can read it that way because she cut off her towel and it looked like she was just goddamn naked on the thumbnail.
I don't know what thumbnail you seen, but that ain't what I saw.
It's a short, I believe. It's a thumbnail or is it a
Yeah,
post
I seen
short?
it.
You didn't see no
I
pink.
didn't
You
see.
just see her titties. You just see like
I
titty
didn't.
and
I ain't
puppy.
seen no titties.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, it came back.
Hello.
Yeah,
I
I'm
said I
here.
didn't even see no titties. I don't know what you saw. I didn't see that.
Well, top of the towel. I'm telling you that she cut it wherever she did that thumbnail. She cut it. You said you admit. Okay, wait a minute. Where am I going? Okay, 5-4 trick. I need to turn right. Okay. Um, you said that she had more views on that than anything else. That's why I'm telling you that thumbnail exists. I don't know if it switches up. Sometimes when you scroll down, the thumbnail will switch or that picture will switch. I saw the shit and I was like, oh, what is she doing? And then I realized
So
it made me click on the shit like, oh God,
it,
to see.
see that's the thing because it's a short.
Uh huh.
So when you do shorts, you have to um choose the thumbnail before you upload the short. If you don't choose the thumbnail, and you can't create a thumbnail for a short, so the
Okay.
short has to come off of your video. If you don't create the thumbnail, then YouTube is gonna automatically generate the thumbnail from your video. So YouTube could have done that to get people to click on it.
So you think that might be a part YouTube manipulation?
Yeah, that could be YouTube manipulation because when I go look over there, I don't see what you saw. I clearly saw that she was doing something in the bathroom with the way she was dressed. I
So
didn't see no naked.
you didn't see a cut that was like right above her towel line that made her appear. I'll see when I scroll if I can click it. I'll see if I can do a screenshot. I'll scroll back through because there's only two places where that appears, I believe, and I'll see if I can find that because
I
it was
look now.
shocking to me. Yeah, it was shocking to me, and I was like, oh, and I was like, why is she doing that? Why is she naked? What is going on? That's my reaction. And I didn't see no towel. So I think a lot of people must have saw the same thing I saw. It's like a flipping thumbnail or something. And yeah, I was immediately just like, no, Tabitha, don't do that. Now just imagine, we're gonna say Candace Owens, who has like what 4 million and counting followers, right?
Yeah,
Candace Owens, if Candace Owens was to come and do her stream in a towel, think about it. You got old people, young people, middle-aged people, married people. Think about all these variety of audiences. You have professional people, scholars, experts, media people. Think about if we came to Candace. I'm just giving a contrast. And Candace was sitting there with her towel on, tucked around her breast. How that might not gel well with a lot of people. It would give her a loss of credibility. Do you see what I'm saying?
I mean, I I don't look at Tabitha like that though. I don't look at Tabitha the same way I look at Candice. Tabitha is an actual fucking person.
And so is Candace.
Candice is a goddamn conservative puppy that done been brainwashed. She's a
Oh
fucking
Lord.
lunatic. The bitch is crazy. You see it in her eyes. She don't got her own mind no more. She gone.
She gone. Oh Lord. I think she's become more of who she really is than she ever did before. That's what I think.
Well, I guess she was born a lunatic because she's crazy. Okay, she's the nut job. But Tabitha look like a regular person.
She is a regular person, but I think she could get to be like Candace, where she has 4 million followers. I'm looking at her
Girl, who the
potential.
hell wanna be like Candy?
I think she wants to grow. That's what I believe. I believe that she's in it to win it. Why do I believe that? Because she's on all those social media platforms. She's always telling people, I'm trying to get to the next level. Please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. I want to get, and she names her number. I want to get to 400,000 subscribers. I want this. I want. Tabitha is liking the money. She's liking the attention, and she's liking the fact that people see her as an expert and a coach. She's becoming a cultural, I won't say a cultural icon, but she's a cultural go-to. Big influencer at this point. She's grown more. Let me ask you this. How long have you been following Tabitha?
About a year and a half.
Oh, longer than me. Much longer than me. So you're very familiar with her. Okay. So you've seen
Yeah,
her growth. You've seen her growth.
yeah. She just been
And
a regular, and I've been on YouTube for a long time too, so I know how YouTube works. So she not doing nothing abnormal. I've seen
but I think
Tabitha in a robe before. I've seen Tabitha in her pajamas. She a regular person. She just really good at what she do.
yeah, I definitely think she's a regular person. I'm not taking that away from her. Um I have seen her in the bathrobe. And I remember seeing her in the bathrobe with the bonnet. And I was like, oh, I guess she's interjecting a little personability. I tried to go with that. I was like, I'm not feeling it, but it wasn't a big deal because I'm here to hear what she has to say. I think that but the bath towel thing, that shit just threw me. I was just like, I don't like it. I just don't like it. And I feel like that was a
But see,
line.
here's the
Huh?
thing: how much Get Ready with Me content do you watch?
I think we don't want to see Tabitha like that. That's the issue. It's not the get ready with me. I don't have a problem with get ready with
Yeah,
me.
but
Watching
this
women
is
do makeup.
if
Huh?
Tabitha was if she was over on say Rumble, they more political over there. Then I could see that critique. If she was on one of those political sites, I could see that critique. On YouTube, that's not a valid critique.
Why she
On
gotta get naked?
YouTube,
Why she gotta get
when
naked? Can't she just not get naked?
but she not naked. She has the robe that she has on. It's a beauty robe, and she got the hairpiece to match it. So it's not even a bonnet on her head. It's a little towel thing that you put to keep your hair back. So she looks just like one of them people that's doing beauty content, doing get ready with me, doing skincare, whatever. That's what she looked like when she was talking about Trump and his bullshit. She was putting a serum on her face. So if you look at that type of content, then she's not out of pocket. This is what I do notice. People that get in the comment section and say, is this a this channel or a this channel? It's because they don't like the fact that you're expanding. They gonna keep your ass in a box. You can't grow on YouTube sitting in no box. You have to be versatile.
Okay, that's
Oh,
YouTube. But see, that's what I'm saying to you. I
right.
hear what you're saying. You worried about YouTube. Well, not worried, but you're talking and speaking on YouTube. I'm looking at just like I did with Jasmine Crockett. Everybody was like, "Oh, it's fine what she's doing." I'm like, "No, but I want to see her in leadership." And I know that I'm nobody, but I think there's a lot of people who want to see her in greater leadership. So I was just saying, "Hey, what's up, Woo? What's going on? Feel free to
Yeah.
join if you like." I was saying I just think that there's a higher potential because she's so talented, and I don't want her to do things that would give people reason and cause to be like, "Nah, you're not leadership material." And the same thing, I'm not looking at Tabitha as just YouTube. She's not just YouTube. She's already all over the place. And my question is, where are all the mainstream media? Have they started calling her? Does she refuse? I'm wondering this. I don't know how to find out, but I'm wondering, does she refuse? I know they got to be calling her. I know they're asking her, can you come on Piers Morgan? I know they got to be asking her, can you come on CNN, C-SPAN, da da da. They've got to be asking her because you cannot ignore this woman. And all I'm saying is she's bigger than YouTube. I think she could be
Yeah,
as big or
I'm not
bigger. She
restricting
could
her
be
to you.
big. She hold on 1 second. She could be bigger than fucking Candace Owens, is what I'm saying. Because she has mainstream pull. And not only that, she can tell white folks what the fuck it is and what the fuck it ain't. And she don't have no problem and she can still make money. You see what I'm saying? So she can carry all kind of audiences and be authentic. I think she's bigger and has more potential eventually than Candace Owens. But I feel like she gonna fuck it up if she keep doing all this naked stuff and this experimental interjecting all this other extra shit. I just feel like for her brand, she needs to stick to politics. That's just my thought.
Yeah, I'm not restricting her to YouTube, but when you look at the content across various platforms, when you follow these content creators, because most of them are on multiple platforms,
Hmm.
there is some content that don't go on some platform because it's not made for that platform. So the likelihood
Like what
that
you
you
mean? What you mean? What you mean? Some content can't go on some platform. What you mean?
not that it can't, they just don't. Like if you got like, let's take Tabitha. Look at her YouTube channel. Go look at her TikTok, her Instagram, or whatever, and you will see that it's some videos that don't make it on some platforms
Okay.
because it's not for that particular audience. So you probably won't see the towel and the. Let me look at this because it's a video. She just filmed it in vertical. Um, you probably won't see that video on some of her other platforms. You see it on. You might see it on TikTok, and you probably see it on YouTube. You probably won't see it on her Instagram or Facebook or wherever else she got it because it's not gonna make sense on those platforms.
Okay, so the structure of the platform is just not going there. Got you.
Right, because the, what she was still talking politics because that's what she do, but she was doing like a get ready with me type thing. That's what it looked like, and so that's common. You can find that type of content on YouTube. That's not even hell. I do get ready with me content because that's a thing on YouTube. Um, TikTok, hell, anything goes on TikTok. So whatever. But like, you ain't gonna too much find no get ready with me content on Instagram like that unless they done did some type of edited video. That's not what she was doing. And the way she filmed it in vertical. Vertical is what you do to get people to come in because your vertical streams or videos are going to go to a broader audience than your horizontal videos.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the numbers so far. The past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That video got more views than her last 5 videos. Now the fifth video and that towel video, they kind of close together. That one has 101K. The towel video has 115K. Everything else been like 54, 2.5.
So she
So
almost got double.
yeah, yeah, because she done branched out. So think about the people that, hell, think about people that may not go searching for political content, but they interested in politics. So if you got this lady in this towel looking like she doing to get ready with me, and she got a product in her hand, that's gonna make that person stop. And then once they click the video to see what she's doing and they're listening to what she's saying, now she got a new subscriber because you doing skincare and you talking about politics.
Now, when I think about it, did she actually? Because I don't think I even watched it that long. I was so like
I watched the
distraught.
whole video.
Okay, did she talk about the product brand? Did she talk about what the name of the product was? What she was putting on her face? Did she speak on
Nope,
it?
nope.
See,
And I was like, look at this. Cause it's a setup. Y'all gonna see if she gonna do more content like this. It's a whole setup. She might get up here one day. I don't know. I ain't never seen her do it. I ain't never seen one of her live. She might get up here and do her makeup and be talking about politics on a live stream.
but what do you mean setup? I don't understand. What's a setup?
Because you see her in this towel and this thing, and what she put a serum on her face.
Right?
She put a moisturizer on, and then she put a serum on, but she
Uh huh.
didn't tell us what it was, and she didn't show what it was. That was on purpose.
So you're saying that she's trying to set herself up for companies to say, "Hey, you want to go ahead and we want to advertise." Is that what you're trying to say?
They gonna either offer her products, or she'll even get people in the comment section asking her what she's using. That opens her up to be able to market other people's products, or even small companies. Because companies do this to me. They send me emails and stuff telling me about their products. They want me to get up there and advertise. Well, if you ain't paying me, advertise shit.
Right.
But
A lot of them think if they send you products for free, you just gonna go ahead and do it because you're so happy to have a free product. But that's not business, of course.
right. So, but with her, she's just opening the door to a
What's
thing.
up, B Dub? What's up, B Dub?
Yeah, she's just opening the door to another avenue of what she's already doing. She didn't stray away from politics. She was still talking about politics.
Yeah, she is. Okay, let me be honest. I got a problem with nakedness sometimes, okay? You're pro naked, I'm anti naked. We know this. And so
Oh
I
yeah,
know she's
I don't got no hell. We was born naked. Goddamn it, I don't got no problem with the nudity.
you know when we did that
You
confession
know,
meeting,
I feel like
your
if we
ass
was
was
supposed to
naked
have,
under the damn you was naked under the damn covers. I knew it. I was looking at you, I was like, I know you naked.
I believe that if we was supposed to have clothes, we'd have been born with them shits. Okay,
Girl,
it was
you can't go out in the public like that, so it don't even matter.
well, look, let me tell you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
My goal is when I'm done working to retire to a nudist colony. So if I don't want to put no damn clothes on, I ain't got to. Okay, look,
Wow.
a free the body, free the body.
You dedicated. You dedicated, honey. I'm not dedicated. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's the Islamic background. They got me good because I don't like nakedness at all. They put an impression on my head. Like,
Oh, well, that's
uh,
okay. So what we gonna do is we gonna plan a trip, and
uh-oh.
we gonna go to Italy, and we gonna go to the nude beach. And if that don't shake
Girl,
you, then you just stuck. Cause baby, I swear to God, I loved it. Oh my God, I
I would pass
you know
out.
what
I
I
would
learned.
pass the fuck out. I would totally pass out.
You know what I learned.
What's that?
I learned that titties float. I didn't know titties floated. Got in the ocean, and I thought it was a fish by my chest, and I kept swatting, and it never moved. I looked down, it was my boob. I was like, oh,
She said she thought it was a fish. Girl, you crazy. You crazy. Now I got a little confession. I did have a party that I went to and we all got drunk and before it was over, and that was because alcohol was in play. We all ended up naked in the pool. Okay, that did happen. So
oh, skinny dipping.
huh? I guess
You
yeah,
went
skinny
skinny dipping.
dipping. Yeah, but it was a small group of close friends, so it wasn't like it wasn't like you talking about going to a beach and naked strangers and shit. That's different.
Everybody naked. Hey, everybody's naked. It's a good
Yeah,
time.
I don't know, man.
You ain't live life till you get in the ocean with no clothes on. But
Now,
and
yeah,
then
I
there was
haven't
no
had that
alcohol, so
experience. I ain't had
yeah,
that
I had to do
experience.
this. Yeah, we there was no alcohol. I had to do this sober.
So you just got
Like,
salt water going all through your shit, huh? Salt water.
yeah, well, I don't know. It didn't burn.
No, no, I know it ain't gonna burn because it don't burn with your bathing suit on. But I'm just saying the idea of the salt water that might feel different. Just free flowing salt water through your crack. That's interesting. That might be something to try.
Yeah, I had a friend, and oh Lord, anything she wanted, she bought. She if she wanted it, she had it. And it was her birthday. I was like, I got to figure out what I can do. And I was looking up stuff, and I found this new beach. I said, yeah, she'll love this. So I took her to the new beach for her birthday.
And how did
Yeah,
she
we had it.
respond?
She it, it was funny because as freaky as she act like she is, she was nervous to take her clothes off when we got there. Like, we just take our clothes off. I was like, yeah, it's a new beach. She was like, I was like, fuck it. I just started stripping,
You know,
got them out.
that's an interesting observation. That somebody can be freaky and then still be shy about nakedness. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
Interesting.
I'm a YOLO type of person. I'm not finna stand up here and be scared. We here now. Don't take your
I
clothes
said,
off.
fuck it.
Get in this
Said,
water.
fuck it.
That's what I did. Stripped down and got in the water. She was like, "You really taking your clothes off? We at the new beach, ma'am. What else we
Okay.
gonna do?"
Okay. But yeah, I when it comes to Tabitha, I want to see her win. And I feel like because I'm anti-naked, I just feel like it looked naked, and I don't want her to get caught up on that because she's an older woman too. So it's not like she can, a younger woman could probably. You don't want to attract thirst trapping and thirsty men and stuff like that. You don't want that to be your audience because that doesn't satisfy what you really do. But maybe who knows? Maybe she'll drop politics altogether and she'll become a
The money.
lifetime brand, huh?
I think you should go back over there and look at that thumbnail because I think whatever you initially saw is not what's there now.
Well, okay, fine. Even what I shared on my thumbnail, that was too much. And that was just regular in the video. So, what I'm saying, in my opinion, and my puritanical bullshit, is I think she could have put on a tank top or a sundress, or she could have put on a full robe. I feel like she could have done that more classy. I
Hell, I
feel
don't
like
even see your I don't see your thumbnail.
it's not on this one, it's on the other one. My
It's a
thumbnail is
live,
on my
right?
live. Yeah, on my live.
Oh, okay. See, hers don't look like that. Hers is zoomed out. You can see the thing on her head, and you can see the tail.
I'm saying she could have just put on some damn clothes, Queen. She didn't have to do that. The towel. The suggestion of titties is under the towel. She didn't have to do that. That's all
You're
I'm saying.
see for me that there's like somebody a pervert.
Say what?
I
You,
said
you,
for
you call
me,
me a pervert? What you say?
I'm not calling you a pervert. I'm saying for me, when I see something like that and a person makes that kind of statement, I'll be like, "Hey, what the fuck kind of pervert are you?" Because that's weird. Because I'm looking at that, they look like somebody that's getting ready to do something with a hygiene.
That's what you see, hygiene.
Yeah, because if you go look at the thing, you can see the towel and the headband match.
I know that. All I'm saying is I don't think she needs a towel across her breast with no clothes underneath. And I'm the hell. That's the pervert, not me, because I'm calling it out. The titties
So
suggestion nakedness underneath it. That to me, if I was gonna call anybody a pervert or what you doing, it'd be the person doing it, not somebody saying what's this. Girl,
Well,
we different. We different. I'm anti
yeah,
nakedness. I just don't like it.
yeah.
I don't
I
like it.
don't care about naked. I mean, there's a time and place for nudity. Like, don't go to your kids' school with your booty cheeks hanging out. That's out of line. But with Tabitha sit down and have coffee, tea, put her book down, do a video talking about whatever she's talking about. So to me, I'm looking at a person in their element, and it just so happened that at this particular time, her element was taking care of her skin.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Do you think that's a conscious decision? Do you think she said to herself, "This is my question, and this is my wonder." I won't say concern. This is my question. Do you think she's actually very, very intentional? Does she have a plan? Does she have it written down somewhere? My marketing plan is to interject da 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 and da da da, so I can get makeup brands. So I'm doing this so that I can get advertising for beauty. I'm doing this so that I can get da 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 da. Do you think she's very conscious about it, or do you think like she's making real like corporate? Is she
Oh,
making corporate decisions, or is she just
and she
doing
probably
shit?
is because you just made me remember something. The
What?
fact that she dressed like that in that video, YouTube probably started putting beauty ads on her video. Certain ads pay more money than others.
What are you saying? You saying YouTube started using the algorithm to push beauty and brand and marketing
So
advertisement
you
that they go ahead.
do you ever pay attention to the commercials that people that come up on people's channel?
No, not really. I click on this
Okay,
shit so quick.
so different advertising pay different amounts of money. So when you start getting into certain brands advertising on your channel, you're gonna
Hmm.
make more money because of the brand that's advertising on your channel. Just the aesthetics of her being dressed like that can put makeup and beauty uh advertising on her channel.
Okay, so if oil of Olay is going to be advertised by YouTube, they see that they say let's slip oil of Olay, and that's going to be $2 more or however many points more, how much more money than the other whatever random shit. Know what you saying?
Yep, yep.
Higher rate, higher pay. Okay,
That's
do you
another
think? And my
reason why.
question is, oh, go ahead.
Yep, yep. But that's another reason why you want people to click your like button. You want your numbers to be up a certain way because all of that stuff matters into the type of advertising that they put on your channel. If you start paying attention to the commercials that's on some of these people channels, a lot of people like small content creators like myself, a lot of that shit that's up there, you probably don't know what the hell that shit is. But start looking at some of these bigger creators. They have
Ah,
commercials on their channels that are just like the commercials you'll see on TV.
okay. High quality, brand, everyday recognition. Okay. So my question to you is: do you think that she is making corporate conscious decisions? This is a plan that she actually has. Do you think she's very, very aware, business wise, exactly what she's doing and where she's going with it, or do you think she's just trying shit and seeing what happens? What do you think?
Now that I can't answer because I have never seen Tabitha uh get up there and talk about how she do what she do on YouTube. So I don't know what her mind is.
I don't either. I can't tell. I've seen her talk about stuff, and I say, you know what? This is that moment where you could slip in some advertising right there. She had a bread maker, and she went and bought it, and she was sharing it. That was the first time I got confused. I said, "What are we doing with bread makers? There's a political channel. What are you doing?" And then I said, "Oh, maybe she's going to plan to do some advertising, or she wants to do brand, marketing or brand ambassadorship. Maybe that's why she's interjecting stuff. So it's hard to tell whether she's setting herself up or for advertising, branding, and marketing. uh there's people who you see Tasha K do it. She'll be like real quick, here's so and so .com, order the weave, da da da, and she slips it in. She goes right back to content. Somebody's paying for that. Anton Daniels, he does the same thing with that T. Haley. He does that all the time. Beauty talking. Then he goes into how you need to get some beard oil and da da da. And for a second, I get so into the advertisement, I'd be like, damn, that's some good shit. Even though I'm not a man, I'd be like, damn, that's some good shit. Wonder what it smells like. I actually consider the brand because he's talking about it in advertising. So that's what I thought she was trying to do, get to a point. But I ain't seen her advertise shit yet. Have you? In her stream?
Yeah, but I wouldn't advertise that shit either. If they ain't paying me, I'm not gonna advertise the goddamn thing. The fuck?
But you don't think nobody advertising has approached her yet? I would be surprised. Nobody. Who knows? Maybe she said she don't want to do advertising. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like you said, you don't know where she's going. She may be a person that says, I don't want to deal with advertising. I just want to make my money this way or that way. She might not be into advertising. She might just be sharing random shit because she feel like sharing it, and she doesn't want to interject brands. I have no idea. I have no
Yeah,
idea. But I just, huh?
I said she might not. You never really know. But I know when these people be doing their content, whatever they do, it's fine unless they just doing something tragic. But I seen her video. I didn't see nothing crazy. She was still talking politics. She was still being Tabitha. She just had some shit, and I don't give a damn. I'm waiting on her to come back and tell us what that was she had. I said she a smart cookie for this shit. Now she got another audience of people that's like, hey, what is that?
And that's the thing. I don't know. Is she consciously making that decision? Did
I'm
she
sure
say,
she
okay?
consciously did that. I'm sure that was on purpose because the thing on her head matched the towel. That's an aesthetic. Like, go look at some makeup channels and some beauty channels, even some of them lifestyle channels, and look at what them women have on when they in their bathroom. That's 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 the outfit. That's the
That's an
bathroom outfit.
outfit. Oh wow. Well, I
Yeah,
need her to
that's
get
it.
I need her to get one with straps on so I can feel comfortable.
Then send it to her.
Girl, I ain't finna send that to that woman. She'll fuck around and cuss me out. I ain't saying shit. I
No,
just
no content creators that are that big have a PO box where people send them stuff.
Oh, you talking about sending her the outfit. I think you talking about sending her that
Yeah,
message.
because they have the towels with the straps on it. If you rather see her in there, send it to her. She might actually wear it.
Hmm. I ain't
But
even got one.
what you say?
I said I ain't even got one. Shit.
But yeah, when I seen it, I was like, I'm interested in what that is she using on her face.
Right. So yeah, time will tell whether or not she's actually trying to advertise, trying to do brand management or social media brand
I highly
representation.
doubt,
You hardly got
especially
what?
with the way she dressed. I highly doubt she'd get up here and start thirst trapping.
Yeah, I don't think she was thirst trapping. I think it's just that it comes across that way. I mean, she's an older woman, and she's not. It'd be different if she had like push up titties and bouncy and stupid and shit. She's very like intelligent, and I think that's my thing too. I don't want her to be misunderstood. I don't want us to lose credibility as black women. I think that's part of what I'm thinking too. I just do not want her to lose the credibility and people see her as a mind and start looking at her differently. Simplify her. That's a tendency that people have towards black women. They always want to, don't sexually objectify you, and you know what I'm talking about, Queen. You dealt with it yourself, and that's how people
Oh,
do
girl, I
black
know. That's why I don't give a damn. That's another
women.
reason
Yeah.
why I could care less. I can't do nothing about what the fuck you sit over there thinking with your weird ass. So the best thing I can do is me.
She said, "With your weird ass."
Yeah, that shit be weird. I be like, y'all weird as hell. I don't understand. I'm more
Yeah, they
obsessed with my body than I am, and I live in the motherfucker.
they be sexually objectifying you like crazy. I be like, what the hell is going on? Why they treat Queen like that? They be talking about your coochie, your damn titties, your this. I be like, God damn. Can y'all get out the woman clothes? Golly.
Told you what I'm gonna do for them. I'm gonna go ahead and shock their ass real good.
Don't talk about that nasty shit.
Say something now. What you got to say?
Oh Lord,
Huh?
you like shit.
Huh?
Let me go internal for you since you're so interested.
Since you're so interested, hey, I got what you want.
Girl, you know what crazy? What's crazy? It'll be more motherfuckers watching than ever. That's the crazy part. All the weirdos will come out at night then.
Oh yeah, they will.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not hating on her. I want to see that sister win. I think she's amazing. And I think she picked up on things at the right time. You know, that whole why y'all dragging Kamala, look at this fucking fool and what he's doing. And she's able to keep bridging that and keep that narrative and evolve that narrative. And that's what gave her so much momentum, I think. Because a lot of people were outraged, you know, when Trump won, no matter who they voted for, they were outraged. And I think she's been able to sustain that and evolve it into political commentary and social commentary. She's doing an
Yeah,
excellent job. I just hope she doesn't I hope she doesn't make mistakes based on what her own goals are. Because I don't know her goals. You don't know her goals. We don't know if she wants to be on Main Street. She might not want to be on Pierce Morgan. She's like, man, fuck you and that shit. I'm the one who's in independent media. I'm the one. I don't want to go on your damn show. We don't know what her attitude is.
and
So
I don't think. Now,
I may
honestly,
be assuming she's missing out, but she might not
right,
want that shit anyway.
but I
What you
don't. I
say?
honestly do not believe that any of these YouTubers that are independent news media wants to be on regular media. I don't think they want to do that because we
Well,
can't even go to the
Wait, hold up, because Cynthia G takes her ass over to Fox News. Uh, I heard B
Cynthia
Simone, whoever.
G
Uh
is
huh.
not a news commentator. She's a
She's a
gender war
cultural commentator.
specialist.
Yeah, and she's a cultural
But
critic, I guess you can say.
she ain't no
So she,
damn cultural critic. She a goddamn gender war specialist, just like Son Daniels. Them
okay.
motherfuckers don't have no plan. Anybody that reached out to them, they would have ran their ass over there.
Then you got Pearl. Then you got Tommy. What is it? Tommy Sotomayor. Some of these people do really like being on mainstream media, and they're getting over
Them,
there slowly.
but they're not news people. These some assholes that amass the audience that go to Fox News to further denigrate black people.
They just want a bigger audience to talk the bullshit. Yeah, I can
That's
see
it.
that.
Whereas the people that actually like the Young Turks. I used to watch
Oh
the Young
God,
Turks.
man,
I
fuck
used to
them.
but I used to watch them when they first started. They done had
Hmm.
opportunities to be on bigger news platforms. They didn't do that. They stayed who they are. Of course, they evolved and turned into some shit I don't watch no more. But
Right, right.
they still they're true to their own stuff. A lot of people that do that type of commentary is not trying to do big media because you can't watch the news and get a full story. They're gonna tell you what they want you to see. It's gonna be very biased. It's not gonna tell the full story. Whereas the people that do this and they do it professionally on these social media sites, they're not. They're doing it because they don't want to compromise what their view of the truth is.
Hmm.
She might not
Basically,
want to
they
be
don't want to sell out and compromise. Right.
right because the whole point of doing it is to get people to factual information.
Hmm.
If I
So
really
yeah,
want to
I.
know something,
Mhm.
I'll go to a social media site and research the story before I go to a news site. Because I know the
Right.
news gonna tell me some bullshit.
Yeah, you can't trust like nothing now. They have opposite stories at the same time. I'm like, what the fuck? Wall Street Journal saying one
Yeah.
thing, New York Times saying
How
another. I'm
about
like, what the fuck?
how about I can't remember the two newspapers, but two different newspapers written by the same company, but they go to different audience. Same news story, put two different titles on shit and send it out.
See,
See this that bullshit.
yeah, they playing all kind of fucking mind games. Everybody's like up is down and inside is out now. You don't know what the fuck to think. You know. But
Just
but
glad
yeah,
I got enough education to know how to research.
but I'm disturbed because people are going to Chat GPT now for research, and I think people are thinking that's Wikipedia, which has kind of been balanced and neutral when it comes to facts and statistics and basic information. And what people are not realizing is Chat GPT and a lot of these AI, they're actually designed to have a certain spin. They have certain things that have already been filtered out. If they want, if you use a certain thing, like what is that thing, guac or some shit that what's his name has? He's been programming that shit. Guac, I think it's Twitter's AI. You see what I'm saying? It's pre-programming it to say certain things and leave certain things out. So even with AI sources, you run a risk of people believing that everything in there is truthful, and it's not. It's biased as well.
Yeah, I don't like AI. I be reading that shit. It's a bunch of bullshit. Somebody applied for a job and they used AI. I was like, yeah, don't hire them. They didn't write this. This is AI. It's like,
Yeah, this AI is getting out of hand, honey. It's getting out of hand. I saw Oprah Winfrey promoting something that I know Oprah Winfrey ain't. I had Oprah Winfrey saying that after my postpartum situation, she was talking about weight loss. I was like, Oprah ain't got no kids. They using her face and her image in a video and got her saying stuff. And then she said something like, "Yeah, my husband something something." And I'm like, she don't got a husband. She don't got kids. Why y'all using Oprah's face? And my question is, when it comes to Martin Luther King, Bob Marley, some of these cultural icons, people we respect, are they, Oprah's alive. She can defend herself. But do we have to now start like branding, not branding, but what is the word called? Uh, Individual people, not us like regular everyday people, but anybody who's in social media and they have some pull. Do we have to start? What is the word? Copyright? Not copyright. It's trademark. Do you have to trademark your fucking image now?
yes,
Your image. Can you trademark your actual image?
yeah.
Okay. So people gonna have to start doing that. Oprah need to put a lawsuit on them because that Google is running the fuck out of that ad about some sea salt. Have you seen it? Some sea salt and vinegar diet. They running the hell out of Oprah's image every
I
hour
didn't
on the
know.
hour. Every 5 minutes, this shit come up.
And I haven't
Oprah,
seen it, but I believe it. Somebody did that with Cardi B. She
did
like
she?
lawsuit.
Oh,
I
she
ain't seen that
did.
ad no more.
She did.
Yeah, yeah, they had put her image up there, was promoting a video game or something. I don't know what they was doing. But she saw it and she said, oh yeah, this a lawsuit. And I ain't seen that ad no motherfucking more.
And see, that's the question: do you sue the advertiser or do you sue the AI generator that produced it? That's the question too. Whose fault is it if they use your image?
I'm gonna sue the person that created it.
Okay, not the person who advertised and making money off of it per se.
And I mean, if they put it up there, I mean, whatever they make, you owe it. You gonna pay it to me. So,
Right,
you shouldn't
right.
have used my image without my permission.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. That would piss me off if I was, a known person to the public and somebody got me saying shit I ain't say and making up stuff using my image. That would really piss me off, especially if it's some bullshit.
It
That can
makes
go
me nervous
left.
just being a regular person because I have watched people stand in front of me, take a picture, and animate that motherfucker to do things. I'm like, yo, I don't, yo, I don't do AI. Uh-uh. Nope.
Yeah, and I don't have expertise at all recognizing what's AI. Some people be like, "That's AI." I'm like, "What is it?" Especially when it's famous people, it can kind of clearly be, it's clear to me. But just like they got AIs, like the other day they had like what is it, IDF soldier, and he was standing next to somebody who was from Palestine talking straight shit to his face, and he was just standing there, he wasn't doing nothing, and I was like, this is weird, and that's when I realized that somebody had created that, but it looks so fucking real. I couldn't tell. I just couldn't tell. They don't
Like
collide.
when they put that that video up of Trump kissing Elon's feet.
Oh shit, I didn't see that.
Oh girl.
See, AI is good troll territory. If a troll know how to use AI, boy, they can make somebody's life live in hell. Live in fucking
Yes,
hell. They
yes,
can
they
clown the fuck
definitely
out
can.
you. Yeah, they can clown the fuck out you.
Yeah.
But
I'm
anyway,
not I'm not an AI fan.
yeah, me neither. Me neither. But anyway, so I got to get to this grocery store. But I appreciate your feedback with your naked ass, your naked loving ass,
Look, you was born naked. It's okay.
girl. You know, I go to Jeju, which is a in Atlanta. It's a Korean health spa, and I mean, it's all only women involved in that area. It's like the Koreans. Once you get into the area, I've seen black women that come in, and they come in with trying to put on clothes and get in the hot tub, and them
No, you
Korean
can't
women
put no
start.
clothes on in them Korean spies, butt ass naked.
Yeah, I know. And that's when them Korean women start barking. No, no clothes, no clothes. You get it. No clothes. They don't speak a lot of English. They just be barking. The same thing. No clothes. And I see women, black women coming there trying to put on bathing suits. They be trying to do anything but be naked. And it took me a while to get used to it, going in there. And once you get in and you start seeing, oh, okay, you got cellulite. Okay, you got a couple of rolls and you see people with different bodies, then you start feeling like, okay, it's all right. I've seen people with scars and all kind of shit. I'd be like, wow, you never guessed that, people got all that going on underneath their clothes.
People got all kind of stuff going on. I love to go to the naked spy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've
Them
seen
the
all
only
kind of
ones I want to go
C
to. I don't
sections
want to go to
and
the other ones.
girl, I've seen C sections and surgeries and all kind of shit. Hip replacement. I'm like, wow, that's a big ass scar. You don't stare at people, but you notice. You're like, damn.
Yeah, yeah.
I, I tell you one thing I noticed, them Russian women, they titties don't need no bra. That's interesting. I noticed that.
Oh well, I don't know.
But they don't
Yeah,
they
do
don't
they?
um they don't have big titties either though. They're not really big.
I was gonna
Most
say,
of
do
them.
they even have titties?
They're
Because
not
if they
that
ain't
big.
got no titties, then
They got Barbie titties. You know what I mean? Like Barbies. They just
yeah,
sit
they
up
ain't got
there.
no titties.
Yeah, it's not a lot. It's not a lot.
Yeah, you
But
can
the
do that
Russian
when you
women
ain't
have the
got
best
no.
body. I noticed the Russian women have the best, fittest bodies. That's what I noticed. And the Korean women don't have no butt. I mean, they ain't got no. I shouldn't be telling about these folks. I
I
sound
mean,
like a
it's true.
weirdo.
No, it's true. All of that is facts. They don't have no
Yeah.
butt. Hell, they ain't got
Girl.
no butt when they got their pants on.
Right. And it's real interesting to see somebody go from back to thigh. You be like, damn. You ain't got no in between. Like, ain't nothing, no little bump, little hump, little fat, nothing. No. Mm-mm, just go from
Nope.
thigh to back, side to fucking back. And I mean, literally, that shit just the same flatness. I just be like, wow. It's a cultural, genetic thing, I guess. Some of this.
Yeah, they
But
just
they have
built that way.
Yeah, but a lot of the black women have very voluptuous, beautiful, like what is it called, Venus bodies. I sometimes look at, I'm like, wow, how the hell do you got all that thigh meat and all that butt and hips, and then you got this tiny ass waist? That shit is just crazy. That shit's
Some of that
crazy.
is plastic surgery and liposuction.
Well, they definitely don't look like BBLs, but they definitely got
No,
an
but they
amazing
can get sucked out.
contours.
They get that shit
Oh,
sucked
okay,
out. They good.
okay. I was gonna say because once you get so thick,
And
once you get so thick, you're gonna have some stomach now. How the fuck you get no stomach? You're right. It might be getting
they
sucked out.
they they wear a race trainer most of the time.
Them things work for real.
Yeah, like when you see them women, a lot of them with no stomach and they big girls. That's a waist trainer.
I bought this real expensive thick ass waist trainer, and it's made real well. Like it's good. It's got all these straps and shit on it. But me and my friend Angela, we tried to put them shits on. They were so uncomfortable to wear to work. I gave up. I was just like, I'm just gonna have to exercise.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to wear it. You want it to work. You got to wear it. But that's how they
Girl,
do that. They do, and they faithfully put that shit on too. They work out in it. Someone wear a corset. Um, I
yeah,
tried to do corset training.
Angela had a corset, and I would have to literally lay her on the table at school because she'd only get it laced up at home. She couldn't pull it, so she'd be like, "I'm gonna lay across this desk, and you yank and pull," and I would yank and pull, and then we have to spin her around to get her up. She couldn't even bend her
Yep,
waist. You know what I mean?
yep, yep. They are terrible. I couldn't do it. I got one, but I can't do it. Now I'll do the waist trainer, but I'm not built for the corset. Not yet.
Yeah, that corset is serious. That shit's serious. A bitch can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? It's crushing. It's crushing ribs.
Because it reshapes your body.
What's up, cynical? What's up?
It's kind of dangerous because it pushes your organs down.
I can see that.
Yep,
Like binding feet, almost like feet binding.
yeah, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
why that damn thing is so uncomfortable. But when women like that, they faithfully wear them waist trainers, and that's why they body look like that.
Mm. Yeah, I would like to be a big girl with a flat stomach. I would love that. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to go ahead and do it the natural way. You know. Oh, another thing too. I just want to mention this as we talk about weight loss, real quick. I saw a doctor who was speaking honestly the other day, and she said that the Ozempic is dangerous because what it does is why people be face be sinking in and they start looking crazy. You lose like a whole bunch of muscle tone and muscle tissue. And she
Mm.
said that it attacks the heart. Nobody in the medical field is
Oh,
allowed to say it. Yeah. She said, what is the heart? It's a muscle. She said, so a lot of these people are going to end up with heart failure. I was like, oh shit. That's scary. I didn't think about the heart as a muscle. And so she said you're actually damaging your heart when you take Ozempic. If and that's how you lose the weight. You're losing muscle mass and fat. It's chewing all your body tissue up. And they said it come from the Gila monster, girl. A Gila monster. That's where this shit come from. That's a poisonous, crazy ass, big ass lizard. If you know about a Gila
the
monster.
poison is crazy ass.
Yeah, that's a big ass lizard. That motherfucker bites you, you drop dead in 2 seconds.
Oh damn.
Yeah, we had them shits in Arizona. You see a Gila monster, you better run like hell. You better run because they run fast like alligators.
Ooh, not alligator.
Yeah, Gila monster. She'll fuck you up.
That's
Big
crazy.
ass lizard. Yeah,
I
big
ain't
ass lizard.
never. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away my muscle mass though. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's what people want to be skinny so bad. It sounds good. You think you're losing fat. You
Not at
losing
the
fat
cost of
and
my
muscle.
muscle mass. Hell, your muscle is what give you some structure. Like what the fuck, girl? Bye.
Right. And that's why they looking, run down. They start looking skeletal. You keep it
That's
on
why
it
I
too
be all
long.
fucked up in the game.
You be
When
disappeared. If you stay on that shit too long.
when I be going to the gym, my ass always want to lift some weights because I want my muscle.
Muscle burns more fat, so it's better to build muscle. I remember when
It's
I
better to
lost,
get that fat off and then build muscle. Otherwise, you have that muscle sitting up under that fat.
but the muscle builds and it burns the fat. Don't you think so?
Uh, like the reason why my arms are the way that they are is because I should have lost some weight before I started lifting weights. So
Oh,
I have
okay.
muscle under this fat.
Oh, okay. See,
So now I'm a
my body burns crazy calories. When I lift weights, my fat falls off fast. That's that muscle starts doing that. It has to burn though. It has to be that burn muscle, toning. That burns so much fat. I lose weight real quick. I'm about to definitely, I'm about to get back on it because I'm waiting for my daughter to go back to school, and it's gonna be Monday through goddamn Friday because I just cannot, as you get older, your metabolism, you can barely eat anything. You'll either maintain or gain weight. So I'm at that point, my mid 40s. I got to start doing it every day, whether I'm losing weight or not. I still got to do it.
Yep. I
Yep.
started back doing. I'm just doing 10 burpees every day right now.
Oh, I hate
I
burpees.
is so I hate them too, but the burpee community, um, they over there dropping weights and getting big. I'm like, oh,
Mm.
I guess I better go ahead and get on the burpee train with y'all. They on my ass
I,
too.
are you doing the type where you jump too, or no jump?
It depends on how I feel. Sometimes I jump, sometimes I don't. The jump is not necessary,
Okay.
so it depends on how how hard I think I am that day. Yeah,
She said
right
how
now I ain't
hard.
hard as nothing. Right now I'm just a big old ass whale. Like,
Oh goodness.
what is going on? I'm just fat. Don't worry about it.
But I think that's the one thing. If anybody had to do adjustments, I think people need to just be honest and be real about it, and just claim it. I think that it does a harm when people try to adjust reality. That whole body shaming and stuff. So and so's not fat. No, just say it. So and so's fat. It's okay. It's all right. Or for so and so like me to say I'm a fat person. I'm a chunky person. Just say it. It is what it is. Don't try to change reality. I'm really big on that now. I just think people got to deal with what is and not what they wish it was. This pretending shit. It really is not good for anybody. Whether it's a man pretending to be a woman or fat person trying to pretend they skinny. I'm not really fat.
Right.
Bitch, you fat. Stop it.
I think people be looking at like they not as big as some people they have seen, and they like, well, I ain't that big, so I ain't big. Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Just
Once
like
you
people used to
anything
tell me
over
that used to be like,
anything over 160, you know, depending on your
it's fat,
height. Yeah, pretty
it's
much.
fat.
Pretty much. Yep.
And I used to say that. I'm like, no, I'm fat. Oh no, you not fat. You ain't helping me by telling me I'm not fat when I know I am overweight. It's not helping. Just cause what,
Exactly.
you gonna wait till I start walking around looking like a bowl of jello before you tell me that I'm big?
Nah, girl, they gonna want to wait till you end up at the little push cart in Walmart. then
Oh,
they gonna
baby,
say
now.
something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I
I
be
don't
seeing
need
people in
that.
Walmart with the push cart. I be like, I don't know if you got a medical condition, but if you got to get in a push cart, that's all the reason you need to be using Walmart to walk around. For real.
Okay, go to the mall. Walk with the old people. The mall.
Girl, I used to love, me and my daughter used to go to the mall. They closing all the malls, so that's, you know, getting less and less. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I tried to walk with them old people. Them old people was lapping me and everything. I was like, oh my God. I was ashamed. I was in my 20s. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, no, I was 19. I was 19 years old getting lapped by old people in the mall.
Oh yeah, them old people be moving, honey. I remember I went with my friend Angela. My friend Angela is strange. She goes and hangs out in the cemetery. This is where she walks. She walks in the fucking Decatur Cemetery. I think that is so strange. She said, "Come on, we're
Why?
gonna go walking together." She said that she don't have to deal with all them other people at the park. At the park, she's annoyed because people like, "Good morning," in the South. Everybody got to speak. Good morning. How
It
you
is
doing? How
quiet.
you doing? Yeah, it's quiet. She the
Yeah.
only one out there. Ain't nobody out there but her and the dead. That's what she told me.
Yep.
I said, damn.
I love to
She
go
don't
sit
got to
at the cemetery.
say what?
I love to sit at the cemetery. I take me a blanket, put that bug out there, give me some water, and just take some coloring books. Be quiet.
Oh, stranger.
It's peaceful.
Mm-mm.
Ain't no noise.
It's
You can just
peaceful.
get your life.
Mm-mm. But that's what she said. She said, when you go to the parks, all these, you know, these gym rat type people, they want to speak and hi, how you doing? And, just the eye contact. She's just like, I just want to be by myself and just walk. And I don't have to talk to nobody, speak. She's not antisocial, but she just be in her own, she just want her own space. So
Right.
I
Yep.
went with her. I went with her and I was totally in my mind, like, Oh, she's old. She ain't gonna be able to do something, something. Shit, that bitch took off and she was lapping me and stuff. I was so fucking embarrassed. I was so embarrassed.
Yeah, yes, I was trying. I was like, what? Yeah, them old people be moving.
Yeah, she did something like what they call it, turbo walking or some shit.
Yep,
They little legs be
they be
moving so
getting it
fast. Be like, God damn, like a little machine.
early in the morning.
Yeah,
Early. Yep.
but
Them old people used
I
to
found
get
the
it.
cemetery too creepy, so I quit going with her. I was like, I can't do all these
Creepy.
tombstones and shit. Yeah, it
What
was
the
fucking
hell creepy
creepy.
about the cemetery?
It's a bunch of dead ass people. I don't want to be in no damn cemetery.
You can't
I
see
don't.
them.
I don't even go to funerals. Nah, I can't do it.
You ain't gonna see no dead people. All you gonna see is grass and maybe
I
some
know, but I'm
flowers.
just. I ain't feeling that. And actually, you know what's weird? They got white people. I don't know if you know this, but white people actually have cemetery parties. You know that?
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
They have whole festivals in the fucking cemetery. There's this place in Atlanta called Snellville. I rode past one day. It's just white people out there. It was like maybe 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. They do it from like 6 to 9. They do this shit every year. They go in there and they don't know nobody. It's not like we're going to Lake Reese or Memorial or something. No, they go in there. They got alcohol, liquor. They out there just having a good time, and it's not Halloween either. I don't know what is going on with that, but that's what they do. Look it
Yeah,
up,
that's weird.
cemetery parties. Yeah, that's
I
white
don't play
folks.
with the dead like that.
That's what they do. It ain't no
So,
LD or day muerte. It ain't nothing cultural. Them white folks just decide to have a fucking drinking party, wine, toast, and shit, and they just turn the cemetery into a festival ground. Weird, weird.
uh-huh. They want something to follow
Yeah.
their ass on. Yeah, I don't play with the dead like that.
I just didn't follow them home. Yep. Anyway,
Hell yeah,
girl,
you better not go in there and play with them. You gotta
girl,
go.
I gotta get going to this. I'm going to explore Japanese food today. So I'm
Oh
going
hell
to the. I'm
yeah,
driving.
enjoy
Yeah.
it, but don't. I'm not eating no octopus. But go ahead.
No, I ain't eat no weird shit. I'm going to get the noodles and the sauces and some bok choy,
Oh, you
and I'm gonna
finna cook
explore.
some Japanese food.
Yeah, that's kind of how I use my get out. To get out and do me days. I just kind of explore, go to some different stores and stuff, and just look around and be curious and give me something to do out and about. I'm not really trying to go to the mall and buy no shit. So that's my getting out time. Just going out
Okay,
exploring in these
spending
markets.
money is overrated.
The what?
I said, okay, spending money is overrated.
Yeah, yeah, wasting money in this day and age. Mm-mm, mm-mm. If I'm gonna waste money, it's gonna be on a vacation. I ain't finna do it buying no stupid shit I don't need. Mm-mm. Cause I got more
Oh
clothes
shit.
than a little bit.
Okay, me
Yeah,
too. And I can't wear them because I'm too fat.
me too. Shit, I look forward to getting back in them
Yeah, about a
Ashley,
blue jean
them
dress.
them
About a
Ashley
blue
stickers.
jean.
Girl,
About
when you wear
a
yoga
blue.
pants and stuff, when you wear yoga pants and stuff, that shit'll let you
Uh,
get chunky and you don't even feel it because it's elastic. You know what I mean? And it just adjusts compared to
yeah.
work clothes. Work clothes will let you know.
I bought a blue jean dress. I bought one for me and one for my daughter. And I went to go put mine on, and after it got past my shoulders, it wouldn't go nowhere else.
Damn.
And I told my daughter, I said, "Oh, I put my dress on today, but it wouldn't go over because I was too fat." And she gave me that, "Oops, your bad look." Like that's
Dang.
all right. You better make sure you use that walking pad while you don't judge me because this could be you, ma'am.
Yeah, I can dig it. But anyway,
Mm.
well, Queen, we will catch up later, and I appreciate you coming through and the
No
convo.
worries. Hell, I'm glad I seen it.
Absolutely.
I was like, wait a minute, that string for me.
Yep,
and
that's for
then when
you.
I
Yep.
and then I came in the room and I seen the link was up. I said, oh, it is for me.
Yeah, it's for you. Y'all, Queen was in it. She was in my comments tearing my ass up. I was like, oh, we need to talk about it. Oh,
See, shout out to
yep.
you for putting up the street. Most people just
Yeah,
leave me there.
appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right
All
now,
right.
lady.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye. So y'all listen, we were talking about Tabitha Speaks Politics. Check her out. The sister's amazing. She's got a lot of like insightful stuff. She uses great clips. Her streams are usually anywhere from 10, well, not actually sometimes 4 to 10 minutes, you know. So check her out. I appreciate y'all for coming by the stream. All right, I share. Y'all have a good day.